All right, it's 1991. Hook, My Girl, and Star Trek VI are in theaters. The economy's in a recession. McDonald's fries are still good. The comics boom is in full swing, and Marvel Comics puts out its 1991 holiday special. And a central figure in a Scott Lobdell story has some odd implications for current X-Men. I'm talking, of course, about Santa Claus. Hi, I'm Dan Umpton, and this is the Doomcast. Alright, so never mind that this weird story is penciled by Dave Cockrum, the artist behind the original giant-size X-Men, or that it features one of my favorite X-Rogues, the Unus the Untouchable, or that the rest of this anthology has stories with the Punisher, Odin, and yes, even Ghost Rider being mistaken for Santa Claus. Alright, the kid was blind, but still. What this did do, canonically, is establish that Santa Claus is an Omega-level mutant. He carries the X gene. He's one of the most powerful to ever exist at that point. Right after Giant-Size X-Men #1 is when this takes place. So it's a weird, disjointed little story with really great art. The X-Men are decorating a tree, then they rush to a mall because an Omega-level mutant is detected by Cerebro, and then they realize the Brotherhood is also there, including Unus, the Blob. But then, Santa turns the Brotherhood into toys. Then he erases the X-Men's memory and sends them ice skating in Rockefeller Center like it's a frickin' Friends episode. So, hold up. If Santa is a mutant, and all mutants are citizens of Krakoa, where the hell is he? He can just make his home on a tropical island now. Doesn't need the North Pole or anything like that. His powers center around reality manipulation, kind of like the Scarlet Witches when she was a mutant, but she's not anymore, unless he's not even a Krakoan mutant, or even from this dimension. He might not even be Santa Claus. There's already a mutant with powers exactly like that, right? Captain Britain's brother, Jamie Braddock, can manipulate reality in his immediate vicinity. Turning people into toys is no thing for him, but he can barely be trusted to not murder anybody around him because his power drove him so crazy. So is Santa Claus actually Jamie Braddock in disguise? Highly unlikely. But if he's not Jamie Braddock, then that means that Santa's real story in Marvel Comics is a really sad, lonely one. A mutant so old and so powerful he lives in a perpetual illusion. A home in the North Pole, isolated from everyone else. With the work of slave labor of thousands of subservient elves, which is highly problematic. But an ancient being that is so powerful and yet so benevolent that he's forgotten who he is, what he is, and charges himself to watch humanity for the duration of every year, silently judging our collective moral constitution. What, heaven help us, should happen if he ever finds us wanting? Thence cometh the Santapocalypse. Santapocalypse? Santeria? I don't practice Santeria. I don't got no crystal ball. But if I had $1 million, I'd spend it all to make sure you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From all of us, just me, at the Doomcast. We'll see you next week.